Yo, people, what's going on? Back again, usual time, usual place. Footy talk. I big up everyone watching on YouTube. Big up everyone on Twitch as well. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, all good, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm cool. I'm always cool, bro. You know me already, man. Just done a show with Lee Gunner as well. Big up Lee Gunner as well. First show over on his channel. Nah, man, it was good, man. I'm good. And I heard you're going on there to do your preview for the Arsenal game. So, yeah, that would be decent.
Yeah. I should be on there sometime this week. I've got to message him and get that arranged. It should be interesting, man, because he had some interesting comments about Bielsa last night. So we can chop it up about that when we go on that chat. So,
Right, what was he saying?
Oh, man, just something like how Bielsa gets mad respect and stuff, but what has he done, etc. So I'm going to have to set him straight with that. But now, other than that, man, now Lee's good. I didn't see you stream earlier, man. Was it a good conversation? Yeah.
Yeah, always a good conversation, bro. Always a good conversation, man. Just talk about loads of different things. Everyone that's asking, it's on Twitch and it's on YouTube as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So you, man, that are watching on Twitch, big up everyone that's watching on Twitch as well, man. On my way to being a Twitch partner as well. So yeah, boy, loads of content coming out on Twitch. I've done a gaming one earlier on, bro, and that was fun as well. So I'm doing a career mode on there, and then yeah, this is what we're doing, bro. Putting the streams out on both the platforms, get my engagement up there, especially as these man have been messing around with the they've been messing around with the monetization, you get me, and demonetizing my thing. So I'm building up my Twitch. So if you're not following the Twitch, make sure you follow me on the Twitch as well. The link is in the description. Make sure you jump down there. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone watching from Twitch. I see you, man. But that's gonna be, I don't know. It's looking like that's gonna be one of the main channels for the live streams going forward, because like YouTube are taking a mickey.
Yeah, and on that note, subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I need to pattern it up a bit, but yeah, man, get subscribing so I can live stream a bit and chat with people in general, man.
But this is it. Make sure you subscribe. Obviously, the at's at the bottom. I tried to add your at in the title, but I don't know why it's not doing it. I don't know. I have no idea. But like it worked with Dapo's one, so maybe it's because the channel hasn't been live that long. But do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you find him. It's KGPOV. And make sure you get onto that. So big up everyone watching on both platforms, man. Especially big up my Twitch heads, bro. I see you man here. You get me? So nah, it's a lot, man. But nah, what are you saying anyway?
Yeah, man. Let us know where you're watching from too, man. Let's see where you're
Let us know where you're watching from. I can see what platform you're on as well. Do you know what I mean? My mods on Twitch, make sure you let me know how many people are watching on Twitch. And the guys on YouTube, let me know how many guys are watching on YouTube, because I can't see where everyone's watching from. I could just see the numbers. And also let us know what country you're watching from as well. We got Trinidad and Tobago. Yep, in the house. Denmark's here. Let us know where you're watching from.
Nice.
Yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Big up Capsule as well. Man, loves the Venom top still. Do you know what I mean? So man, to rep my boys and that.
Oh, is that
love
from?
Nah. It's just
okay,
Venom, innit? It's Venom, innit? Like it's a superhero thing, but it's got the Toronto thing.
Okay. Right.
Brooklyn's in the house. Toronto's in the house. Big up. You know what I mean? Denmark's here. You know what I'm saying? Stafford, England. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Leeds is here. That's your people then, bruv.
No,
my man said he's a Man United fan, but he's from Leeds, bruv. So he's still from your ends, bro. On a bus in Dublin, you know. Come on. Rotterdam. Big up all the man them on Twitch. If you're not following me on Twitch, make sure you follow the Twitch. The link is in the description. All right, another super chat. Big up. 162. Your channel's making lockdown easy. I appreciate it, my guy. Liverpool, this means more sponsored by the NHS. Come on. Now, I love everyone here. Joburg's here, Northampton. I'm saying Belgium, Oslo, Riyadh. What's that? Martial's injured or something. We'll get onto that in a bit. But big up everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Just let me know where you're watching from as you come in. You know what I'm saying? And definitely make sure you sign up to the Twitch, because that's where all of the action's gonna be, man. I feel like slowly that's gonna be becoming the main channel, guys. So definitely, if you're not following the Twitch, make sure you go over there, man. But yeah, there's a lot on the agenda, bruv. Like, obviously, international break, we don't love it.
No,
we don't love it,
certainly
but
not.
now I'm saying my boy Grealish is getting a lot of props. Do you know what I mean?
You know, from everybody. Everybody's now hopping on the train, man. I like
that's how it always
but
goes, though.
I like it, but people are behind, man. I was saying this literally years ago, 3 years ago. I'm talking about this. I don't even remember when he was on loan at Notts County, but it's longer than that. But now all of a sudden, you've always got these people now that qualify it to, you know, as a Leeds fan, as a Crystal Palace fan, we must say that Grealish is a great player. Just say it anyway. You don't need to. Why does it matter who you support? I hate that. As a Leeds fan, I must say that Grealish has been.
I hate when football fans do that in general.
Yeah.
You know when guys say, "Oh, I'm a United fan and I think so and so is rubbish because they play for United." It's like, brother, you don't matter who you support, brother. It doesn't make your opinion any more or less valid, innit?
Not at all. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter what, because you're a Leeds fan and you're saying that he's a good player because he plays for Villa. That you're going to get extra kudos, shows you're a bigger person. I don't know what it means, man.
It's football, innit?
Yeah, exactly, man. If you love football and you love the game in general, watch other people besides your own team and give credit, because it just makes you sound better anyway. You sound more knowledgeable than just looking at your own team thinking your team is all of that. When in reality, there's a lot of holes in a lot of people's teams. But
absolutely,
I'll be honest with the England game. I caught the second half, man. First half, I was watching YouTube, man. I was watching someone in New York walking around. Not gonna lie. So I saw the second half. And I saw Grealish doing his thing, and again, he played how he wants to play. As in, he's not playing it safe. He's not gonna play it back. He'll try to flick. He'll try and run through about 3 people. He keeps his game the same, and that's what you need. Because a lot of the problem is with a lot of people when they get called up is that they change their game and try and simplify everything so they don't give the ball away, or they misplace a pass that leads to an opposition goal. He's playing his game the Grealish way, and it's beautiful to see, man.
Bruv, you know what it is with Jack Grealish, though? It's like, I felt because England are so negative, the way they set up, it kind of suited Grealish. Because it was like he was always going to be the only person on that pitch to actually make something happen. And he reveled in that responsibility, innit? Similar to what he does at at Aston Villa. Like, he just revels in the responsibility of being the one, that has to just make things happen, innit? But I would like England to be a bit more expansive. It's annoying, though. Like, it's annoying for the simple fact that how's it taking these men this long, to realize how good this guy is, bro? Like, it's common sense.
Yeah, this is what happens all the time. And people don't latch on, and because he's now playing for England, I guess the nation have got to back him in general. But now all of a sudden they're seeing what he's done in the last, couple weeks or whatever it is, 6 months, and now they're saying, oh, actually he's a good player, like he wasn't doing this before. But I don't know what it is with people. Maybe it's his off the field stuff that put people off him. Maybe it's the fact that he gets fouled a lot and seems to go down a bit easy. I don't know what it is, but this week, and especially yesterday, I was seeing a whole lot of Grealish love from people that weren't giving him no love before. And you know what I'm saying? But in regards to England, man, they're not winning nothing. And it's as simple as that. If you're going to play that team and start with Mount instead of Sancho in that 3, what's the point?
But that's Gareth Southgate, bro. He's a negative manager. You know what I mean? And you saw that. The way he set up not to lose. And the most annoying thing about the situation for me from yesterday's game is when England started to take it to Belgium because the game was past them, they actually looked like they could cause problems. But it's like, if you started the game like that, you don't concede those goals. Because I was counting it. England were playing like an 8-1-1 formation with Grealish just off Harry Kane, bruv. Like, Grealish floating wherever he wants and everyone else behind the ball. When we conceded the goal, the Tielemans goal, there was about 6 men behind the ball. Yet when the ball got kicked out to the right, there was no one there. and the two man shutting him down, and it deflected off Mings and I think, who is it? Like Rice and Mings, I think it deflected off two players, and then the goalkeeper got a hand on it and it still went in. And when you look at stuff like that, bro, like honestly, it's an abomination, bruv. It's an abomination, man. Like you can't be doing that. How can you be playing so defensively and still conceding goals like that?
Yeah, that's it. And if he wants to play that defensively, he needs ball playing centre backs in order to release a pass up the field. So he's going to have to look a bit closer at guys like Ben White from Brighton, a better ball playing centre back. He's going to need to look at people like that. I know Joe Gomez is out now for don't know how long now. So he needs to set that team up a lot better. But for me, he does set up like he does want to be. And funnily enough, that's why him and Mikel Pulis are getting so compared, because they both set out so defensively. That's why they're getting compared the same. You know what I mean?
Man stuck that Mikel Pulis in there, yeah, and he just went over so many heads. I'm dying. Fam, Mikel Pulis, bro.
Yeah, man. It's negative football. It's not fun to watch either. It's just not good to watch. That's why I missed that first half. I thought, now let me watch somebody walk around New York instead. That will be much more interesting than the first half of this game.
And that comment there, yeah. That comment there is actually it's a great shout, you know, because my man said if you don't play for the traditional top six, yeah, people just overlook you. And the reason why a lot of people overlook you as well is because most of these men do not even watch football, bro. So because they don't watch football, if you ain't really got one of them like a household name, yeah, because you're not in one of the big teams, man just overlook you, bro.
Yeah, and this is the point I was making about Jack Grealish as well, because you had people in the summer, Manchester United fans, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, or whoever they may be, saying, yeah, he's done well at Villa, but could he do it here at a bigger club? That's what I'm talking about. It's like you if you're buying players, you're going to have to get them from somewhere. You can't get everybody from Barcelona or Real Madrid. They're going to come from different places. You can already tell with the guy's mentality that he's ready. He's got a winning mentality. You can see in the way that he carries himself. Look who he says that he's watching: De Bruyne, Coutinho. He gets influence off these people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's still learning, but the fact is he could do it at a bigger club. And all these people that stuck their nose at him and everything, those teams would love to have a Jack Grealish in their team right now. As simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like I wouldn't disagree with that.
But the whole Big Six thing, it is true, because I mean we've spoken about it before. But when you guys had squad players like in your team like Nicky Butt and everyone, they were getting in the England team. As soon as they dipped, they had to leave Man United. Never saw them again. They weren't.
Yeah, you never saw them nowhere near the England squad.
No, they would just go. It's just like when you have, Manchester United will have a player that makes his debut. Remember, just say someone like Will Keane or someone, right? He'll score a goal, and all of a sudden it's Will Keane. He could be England's next big prospect. It's like, but somebody at say Brighton can score 2 goals on their debut, and no one's talking about England in that sentence. So there is a big club bias in there, definitely.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and it's very true. It's a lot of them players at the bigger teams. Yeah, you think if they weren't playing for the teams they're playing in, would they still be playing for England? And that's always been the way. And then you get other players that probably should be, like my man saying, Conor Cody should be starting for England, and that there's certain players that are good enough to be playing for England, if not starting for England, that aren't in a conversation purely down to the team that they play for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're talking about Nick Pope, yeah, and you're talking about the second highest clean sheets in the league last year, and he's at a team like Burnley, if he's doing that at Manchester United, there's absolutely no question he's your number one. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not even a conversation. We're not even talking about it. Nick Pope, 16 clean sheets at Man United, he's in. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So but this has been happening for years, and unfortunately, Gareth Southgate has gone down that same path that every single other English manager goes down. They stick with their favourites, they stick with the big clubs, and they die by that, because they don't win by it. So they literally dying by it in terms of footballing career, managerial wise.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a joke, but it's good to see people jumping on the Grealish bandwagon. Do you know what I'm saying? Man were on there from early, innit? So it is what it is, and that's what I mean.
Super early, man.
This is
Super early.
this is what it is, yeah. What I see, you see the power of the media. Because Bear Man was saying, "Oh, you're overrating him," all of this crap here, and I'm somebody who does not overrate English players, especially, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Because
Same here.
they're really overrated. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have to overrate them. You know what I'm saying? I don't just say, "Oh, they're good," because the media say they're good. But now the media are saying that Jack Grealish is good. Watch how now everyone loves him now. All the commentators are saying how good he was. England lost, and all the talk was about how good Jack Grealish was. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, it just comes down to the media, bro. The media are so powerful. The media are powerful beyond what a lot of people even comprehend, bro. A lot of the reason why a lot of people think the way they think is purely down to media brainwashing in the first place.
Of course. And we're going to talk about this, I think, in a lot of detail. I mean, we can do it now because we're talking about people that could play for England, and James Tarkowski for Burnley is one of them. But he recently come out in an interview with a newspaper talking about why he hasn't re-signed for Burnley, what he's looking for, etc. And he said that he's looking for more money for one, and he's looking for better opportunity. Nothing wrong with that. That's good for him, and I wish him all the best. I looked through Twitter, man. I searched his name. And apart from a couple of the flag Abbey Burnley fans who said, we'll get out then, and if you want more money, get lost. There's like literally a handful of them. But when you compare that to when Raheem Sterling wanted to leave, when you compare it to Ashley Cole, who just wanted $5,000 more, something like that, the narrative was very different because there was a lot of comments saying, "Oh, well, he's played really well for us. He deserves a better contract." But what about? But there's just so much, hypocriticism in that, especially in the time we're in. Imagine if that was somebody else that kind of looked like us that says, "Now I want more money." They'd be saying, "Oh, in these COVID times, he's looking for more money." Oh, Mesut Ozil won't give his wages up. What a disgusting guy, etc. The narrative is so different, and maybe it's because James Tarkowski is just so under the radar that no one cares or no one even notices. But he's literally asking. He's saying, "Now I want more money," and don't get me wrong, I've got no issue with that. That's good. Go and get your money, man. But it's just I'm talking about the reception from the general public, and it wasn't anywhere near compared to if, say, Raheem Sterling or somebody come out and said. Yeah. I know. They just seem to come up every time. I know. But the response is completely different to if someone like Raheem Sterling said, "Now I think I deserve a bit more money at this stage of my career."
Well, of course. Like, honestly, the thing is, like, and I was having this conversation with Lee Gunner, bro. Like, the obsession with what footballers make, is deep rooted as it is. You know what I mean? And there's a class system in this country that people don't want to talk about, but it affects us. And it affects us especially because most of these footballers come from a working class background, and the obsession with footballers' wages comes from that. Do you know what I mean? Because footballers come from the mud. Most of them come from a working class background. They come from no money, and then they become new money in it. And old money don't like new money, bruv. Like they never have. Do you know what I'm saying? So because of that, you always get issues like, oh, these little peasants are driving better cars than us. You got all these journalists. These are middle class white guys that went to private school talking about little guys that grew up on council estates that are making millions of pounds. And they hate it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we know that through time. I mean, us as black people. I mean, you don't even have to work in football. You can work in a regular job, and you know how the system works. You know how the system will be when you get into that job. You can only get so far. You know what I'm saying? Well, you'll get credit, but then you'll always get a bit of criticism just to keep you on the ground. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Boy, that killed me, bro. I said Ozil gets paid in Fortnite skins. That took me out, bro.
Yeah. He's doing well though, isn't it? He's doing well. He's getting paid handsomely for being an admin. They said. So, yeah, man. But no, in terms of the class thing, you're right. I mean, because we'll talk about the Marcus Rashford thing, where he's come out and he's even justified his spending, which people said no, he should do it and call them out. But I don't want to see him do that because this is what those kind of people want you to do. They want you to justify your spending of your money when it's got zero to do with them, because no one's. You can find property things and everything through public records and stuff, and there's footballers that have got property portfolios all over the place.
Bro, Robbie Fowler and Makalele were buying up the place, and no one weren't saying nothing, bro.
Yeah.
When I was in Dubai, Makalele owns bare Dubai, blood.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. They've chosen to dig in on Marcus Rashford because obviously now Marcus Rashford has done something against the government. So there'll be people who are conservative like that will be looking for a little bit of dirt here and there. But all of the when you click on the reporters' names and see their profiles, they all look the same. They all look the same, as in very, very uptight, very preppy, and everything else like that. They don't look like us.
Yeah.
They don't look like us at all. And that's the problem with. That's why I have an issue with Marcus. Not issue, sorry. That's why I didn't want Marcus Rashford to come out and defend it, because he didn't need to do that, and he shouldn't do it because no one else is coming out defending it. You're not going to get Kevin Nolan coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, I've got properties here and there," because he doesn't have to, and no one's going to be looking in on people like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, what did you think about Rashford responding?
The thing is, yeah, because I know that he don't run his social media accounts, it's like I know I'm gonna get the response that I don't want. I want the all guns blazing response. You know the one. That's what I want. I want the response of just telling these man, bruv, don't watch where I spend my money in it.
Yeah.
That's simple. None of your business. Man don't have to do the diplomatic thing and say, oh, like I'm just trying to protect my career. No, bruv, you don't need to explain yourself to these people. Do you see what I mean?
Exactly.
When people don't want to see you thrive in life, the last thing you owe them is an explanation, bro. You don't owe them shit. That's what I'm on. You see me? It's like there's people in life that are just not going to like you no matter what you do. And you see those people, do not explain yourself to these people. You tell them where to go, bro.
Yeah.
You know them. That's what I mean. You got to show thicker skin than that. Because
and just like that, just like that guy had there, KD. You imagine like LeBron or Kevin Durant getting these things and then explaining. Never happen. These guys would tell these people where to go, and they would also say, "You're not coming back in the locker room either." You know what I'm saying? They would ban them from the arenas. That's the difference between American and British sports people.
Yeah, but this is it, bro. Like you can't be caring what these men are saying. I'm sorry, you can't do it. It's just like you get these dickheads here that will clip up certain things at me and put it online, and then it's going viral on Twitter. Bro, what am I going to put out a statement and explain why I said what? Brother, I don't care. You know, like that. You do not care, bro. Like you don't care. You put this thing out there to make me look a certain way. You don't care what the real reason is. You've already made up your mind. So you can go suck your mum, bruv. That's what it is. Like, I'm not going to come out and say, oh, no, I meant this. And this is why I said it. Bro, I don't owe you an explanation. Because people that want to know, people that want to think the worst of you are always going to do that anyway.
Exactly.
Like, if you're Rashford, you're not winning people over, by explaining why you bought your house. Because the people that are upset don't give a damn.
No. And that's it. I mean, we the black players anyway are working a different battle than white players, regardless. You know, Harry Kane, when he sponsored Leyton Orient, got loads of good press, as he should, because it's a good thing that he's done for the club that are struggling in whichever league it is, 2 or 1. Sorry for the Leyton Orient fans, but you know, he gets good press for that. But in terms and David Beckham too, I love Becks as much as anybody. But you know, he's talking about he should be knighted for this and that. But now Rashford, there's question marks. Oh, he's buying houses for his own family, or does he really care? It's like, what are you talking about? But this is why
wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, and this is why I've always said, it's good that more black players and everything are coming towards channels like yours, you know, Dapo and everything. Because Saeed Berahino was on. I think it was Dapo actually. Do you remember Saeed?
It was because I was trying to get hold of Berahino, bro. He's hard to get hold of, but
But that's what I'm saying. Whereas Harry Maguire will get a platform like a BBC interview about his Greece escapades, and Danny Drinkwater will get a full spread in the Guardian about his mental health and everything else like that. These guys now can come to us, and it will spread like wildfire anyway because we put it out there.
And we're trying to throw them under the bus.
We're not trying to get a sound clip from them. We're not trying to put them in compromising positions. We just want to talk. And that's what I got from Saeed Berahino. And if he hadn't spoken to Dapo, no one would know any other wiser. People just still think he's some troubled guy and everything else like that. But even then, you still read between the media lines, and you know it's not as black and white as that. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. That's why these guys, and they need to utilize people like us, like yourself, like expressions, like everybody else. They need to utilize us more and get their side of the story out if they want to do that at any point when it seems like they're coming into negative press, like Greenwood's happening at the minute, which is ridiculous too. You know,
Again,
I mean,
but it's just another witch hunt, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, man. You know, all these fake stories and everything coming out about him. It's out of order, but this is nothing new for people like us. It's nothing new.
Yo, these are the Tarkowski quotes, and the mad thing is, Tarkowski was meant to be the Harry Maguire before Harry Maguire. I heard man talking about him way before Harry Maguire. He was meant to be like the centre back to really kind of do something.
He's good. He is actually good. So this is, and again, the quotes and everything. I've seen all of that. I read all of that. And
man said I want to be able to decide where I am, where I'm going. It's nothing against Bernie, but it's a short career. You're damn right, bruv. They probably offered him a new contract, and he said, you know what, the longer I've left on my contract, the more you can kind of keep me here if a better offer comes along. And you know what, I'd rather run it down because then I start to regain more kind of power and, do you know what I mean, over where I can go in the future. Like, and that's like more control, and that's what it should be, bruv. Look, I feel getting control of my career. Exactly. That's what there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, you don't owe a club anything, bro. Like, they pay you, you do your job, innit? It's not a favors thing. No footballer ever owes a club anything, bro.
As the club doesn't owe footballers anything as well, in terms of it works both ways, because if a club's not doing well and a player is above that level, he'll be looking to go. But at the same time, if a club goes up and a player's not to that level, the club will be looking to sell them. So it's always been a two-way street. So I've got no issue with the Tarkowski thing. The only thing that I did find very interesting is just the lack of people calling him a money grabber and things like that. You know what I mean? It's just very interesting.
And this is what I'm saying, and what I said about Rashford as well. You, man, smash the like. We've got over 1,000 people in here. Big up the mods. Make sure you keep getting people to like. Make sure you subscribe to the Twitch. And big up if you're watching from the Twitch account. And big up everyone that was on the Twitch stream earlier, boy. That was too much joke, bruv. Man's won a trophy already. That's what I mean. And it's only pre-season, bruv. Man was saying Rants out. I was 2-0 down to Juventus, bruv. Man turned it round. 3-2, blood. Now I'm saying, and you, man, were talking smack. Don't talk smack about me, bruv. Man's still undefeated, bruv. 3 games, 1 trophy, blood. Say nothing. The man said, like, where the apologies, for Pogba abuse? You know what it is? Fake Pogba quotes came out online yesterday or the day before. Bear man saying, that's why we need to get him out of the club. Turns out they were fake. All these man, that were got his name trending, talking crap. Where are you to apologize? You're not there. You know why? Because you wanted to believe those quotes. Because you already had that prejudice in your heart. It's the same with Rashford. Don't come out and explain yourself to these people, because these people don't care for the truth. They don't care for the truth, bruv. Agenda don't care about the truth, bruv. So if a man's got an agenda against you, nobody cares about the facts, bro. So don't explain to them. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time, bro. You tell them where to go.
Yeah, the Pogba thing was simple as well, in that the journalist just didn't put in the full quotes. It was just like when Raheem Sterling said about touching a gun, and they added again when he hadn't actually touched a gun. They do it all the time in terms of that. These people are supposed to be credited journalists. They're getting paid for this stuff. And they're putting out incorrect quotes to make it seem like he's got a problem with Manchester United, when he actually didn't even say that. He's just saying that he wants to find better form. But again, this is another one. He doesn't need to explain himself. You know what I'm saying? Paul Pogba don't need to explain himself. He did enough when he was injured and high on gas that time in the hospital. You know, you don't see Andy Carroll or Jack Wilshere keep on showing their supposedly gammy legs. You know, each season they're getting paid enough money for not even turning up. So, no, man, he's got nothing to explain.
That's what I'm saying. And look, my man said nothing against Foden, but clearly proves their agenda. Of course, the guy had a whole girl and a baby at home. And everyone's forgotten all that. A man's talking about Mason Greenwood and talking about Ravel and all them things there, bro. I mean, and then there was some rumor going around about rape and this, that, and the other, yeah. When it clearly said it was a footballer in their 20s, yeah, and Mason's 19. But these man had a rumor going around saying it was Mason, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because again, them man wished it was him. You know them ones. And that's what it is. They're wishing it on him, bro.
Yeah, same with the commentator as well, because I was baffled when the commentator for I think it was for the friendly, said that Phil Foden's been playing well for Manchester City. Phil Foden's hardly getting on the pitch. He's been playing it in bits and pieces. So where he's playing well, I don't know. But this is what the commentators do as well. They further the press things. It's all of it is a bunch of copy and paste stuff between commentators, press, and then those sheep-minded fans alike. They all just sing off the same hymn sheet. And unless there's 100,000 people saying it, they won't say it. A bit like the Grealish thing, they don't go along with it until the majority seem to be going along with it.
Facts. You man smash that like button. 1.1 in here. I told man about Grealish, bruv. High risk, low socks, blood. Man know about Jack Grealish. It's true. Man was drink driving in lockdown, yeah. Crashed the whip, ran away, came back the next day, yeah. All forgotten. You know what I'm saying? And now he's the sweetheart of the nation, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But these men want to talk about Greenwood because he brought a gal back to the hotel. What man hasn't brought a gal back to a hotel, fam? And this is what we're doing.
Oh, we're keeping those stories in the vault though, man. But in terms of that, Grealish has also done things in previous as well, which I think has gone against him in general because people have always brought it up in terms of the gas and being drunk on holiday and things like that. But yeah, now he seems to be like England's great big hope. They just slowly just shifting those stories under the carpet, man. They're shifting them away, and it's turning into Jack Grealish, the saviour. And that's what you get.
Now they're gonna try to do the Beckham thing with Grealish, innit? And just turn him into like the focal point, the rock star, innit? Because he's got the look, innit? He's got the hair, he's the white boy and that. Harry Kane, they want him to be that, but Harry Kane ain't got the sauce. He don't really, you know what I mean? He's not articulate, you know what I'm saying? He's not good looking like that. You know the ones that Jack Grealish just kind of fits the profile for someone that they would try and build something around. You know them ones. He does.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a marketable profile.
He's got a marketable profile.
Even his name, you know, David Beckham's not so common. Jack Grealish is certainly not common. So again, that goes for him too. He's got a marketable name too.
Everything, bro. I think that they're gonna try to turn him into that guy. And you know what? He's good enough, and he's got broad enough shoulders to carry that pressure. But it just shows you. Do you know what I mean? With the agendas, them man are just trying to build the hype. It went from Grealish ain't starting for England to all of a sudden, oh my God, look how good he is. After one performance. Man have been saying this for months and years. And now it took you one performance now. All of a sudden it's full steam ahead, Jack Grealish, bro.
Yeah, you've got all of them on board now, and Gary Lineker's there.
All of them. I was telling all of them. When me and Gabby were going mad, about Grealish every day, man were just cussing us out, bro. Saying, so he's at Villa. You know what I mean? A certain man saying, he only got 4 assists and all these things. And I was like, what? Bruv, get out of here. Do you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, man don't care about stats no more. You know what I mean? Jack Grealish is doing bits. We lost yesterday, and everyone's talking about how good Jack Grealish is. You see how when the man in the media on TV decide that he's good, now everyone on football Twitter knew he was good all along, bruv.
Yeah. And you know what? Grealish is very smart as well now. He's getting better because the interview was asking him questions and stuff, and he was all directed at his performance. He was like, yeah, I really enjoyed it, blah, blah, blah. But then he made sure to add, but it's disappointing that we didn't get the win. Jack Grealish, like a year ago, wouldn't have said that. He must have some training or something because now
he's slowly going to become the talisman, and also he's the skipper at Brum now, innit? So because he's the skipper in Brum, bruv, you know what I mean? From the favelas in Brum, I'm telling you, Samurai Jack, bruv, he's just running things.
Aston Villa, don't get it wrong. Birmingham City, Aston Villa won't like that. So,
bruv, he's the mayor of Birmingham, bruv. I don't care. The whole city's his, bruv. Are you mad? The whole city. I don't care. If you support Birmingham City, I'm sorry, innit? You know what I'm saying? You man had Jude Bellingham and that, but bruv, Jude can't chat to Lord Grealish, bro. Like, that's Jack's whole city, bro. He's the mayor. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the skipper of Aston Villa. Aston Villa in the Prem. Birmingham and City ain't in the Prem, innit? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, like that. So there you go. Jack Grealish is the mayor of Birmingham, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. He's running things, bro. And he fits the profile. He's got everything. He's got everything. You know what I'm saying? So them man are going to try Beckham him. Trust me. Man just needs to get a high profile misses and he's gone.
I was going to say, he needs a really big girlfriend type of
man
thing.
needs to bag one of them little mixed things and he's off, bro. Are you mad?
I think they're all partnered up, man.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know them ones. Ain't no groups out there no more. You know, like that. That's what it is. Big up everyone in the comments. Smash the like almost 1.2 in here. Man saying Audi Cup settings. Allow me, bro. It's pre-season, yeah. Man played in a European tournament in pre-season, got 3 wins out of 3, won a trophy, yeah. Before I've even signed players, a man are talking about Audi Cup, bro. Shut up.
You sound like Mikel Arteta.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
3 games, 100% record, and man got a trophy. I'm not hearing it. My players, I saw armpits, fam. That's all I'm saying. Man are lifting trophies. Audi Cup, bro. I beat Juventus. I beat Atletico Madrid. And who was the other team I beat? Bruv, and AC Milan. But man can't tell me it's not a real trophy, blood. I pammed Zlatan. Zlatan got pammed, rude boy. Don't tell me. Nah, bro, that's a trophy. A trophy's a trophy, rude boy. I don't care. So man's celebrating that. Big up everyone else on Twitch, bruv. You saw me already. That's how we're moving out here. Trophies only, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And when my amateur team, win a trophy as well, when we win that Replay Me League, you man are gonna know what time it is as well. If you man haven't seen the goal of the month video as well, make sure you check out goal of the month. And I think I've got 4 goals in the top 10, my team. So one of us are gonna win it. Do you know what I'm saying? So big up. Like Rants Pewless, bruv. You man are talking smack. Respect me, bruv. Respect me. Man's on smoke, I'm telling you.
Hey, somebody's just mentioned there about I think the comment says something like, because I've lost it, as you know, I'll lose it. It says something about, have you seen the video of you going viral? You know, around football, going around football Twitter regarding Bruno Fernandes and comments that have been made.
Yeah, somebody you know what happened, yeah? You know what, these men are jobless anyway, but somebody actually tweeted, I saw he'd added me and said something like, right, I never thought I'd agree with Rants or something, some brother. And I was thinking, what? And then I saw the video and it had bare retweets and that. But honestly, you see most of them man there, yeah? It's probably the same accounts that I've had blocked or I've got muted, you know them ones. Because me, if anyone chats rubbish, yeah, on my name, yeah, then they just get muted or blocked. I've got no time for them. Like, these men are little stupid kids, most of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really care. But nah, is it the Bruno clip about if I said about the compilation and I said that bread, you just don't wow me?
Yeah. I think you with Saeed, yeah.
Yeah, he don't wow me. You know them ones. I've made it abundantly clear, yeah, that his stats, yeah, on paper look better than how he looks when you watch him. There's loads of players like that, though. There's loads of players like that. Do you know what I mean? Lukaku's like that as well. Lukaku's stats look mad, and then you watch him play, and it's like, really? That belongs to him? You know, like that. When I watch Bruno, I get those vibes. Know what I mean? I haven't seen Bruno do one thing, yeah, that I've seen. I'm like, oh my God, absolute worldie. Nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And that's my honest opinion, because I actually watch football. I know football, and I know ballers, blood. You know what I mean? You see the little rainbow flick that Grealish done yesterday that everyone was getting excited about? There's plenty more where that came from with Jack. You know them ones. When you watched him against Arsenal, he flipping nearly broke Bellerin's ankles, bro. Twisted him. Yeah. Like, Bruno's not doing that. None of those things, bro. When you watch Jack's way better on the ball than Bruno.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Way better. So it's no agenda, but you know what it is with these precious United fans? It's like they just feel like they need to protect everything except for Paul Pogba and Anthony Martial. That's it. Or Fred, innit? The black foreign ones, let's not protect them. Do you know? But everyone else, these men want to be knights in shining armor for you. You know them, man. Get out of here, bro. Everyone's allowed to enjoy football, whatever. If you think Bruno's the best thing since sliced bread, good for you, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But I've seen way too much football to be getting excited over basic play, bruv. Because most of it's basic play. I'm gonna be real. You know what I mean? I've seen the compilation of all his goals and assists since he joined Manchester United. It's not amazing.
Yeah, I think the best one was probably against Newcastle about a month ago.
What, the goal or the assist?
Yeah, the goal where he finished it off. It was a good move.
The one that he whipped in the top bins, with the little 1-2 thing. Yeah, bro. That goal was sick. That was a sick goal. But that's one in out of, bro. He's been with us for nearly a year, bro. You know them ones, like, bro, it don't amaze me, bro, because when I think of like talented number 10s and all of these things, bro, when I look at someone like even what Ziyech's done in the short time, and the way man's like, it's different. Ziyech's on a different level to him as a footballer. You know them ones, but these men don't want to admit it because they're like, but look at his goals and assists, bro. That's all these men have to argue with. As I said, if you watch the full video, back in the day, when we wanted to see, who's a wavy baller, man used to send you a compilation and you used to look at this guy and say, he's got something here. This is mad. You're not sending your kid a Bruno compilation. I don't care. It's boring. There's no dribbles. Do you know what I mean? There's no amazing passes. Do you know what I mean? And there's no exceptional finishes, bro. Like the Newcastle goal was a sick finish. Other than that, man are seeing bare pens and a few nice goals, but they weren't amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like man scoring worldies and that. These men are going on like this Brez doing absolute madness. Like he's not doing madness, bro. The numbers are overshadowing giving the ball away 35 times in a game, bro.
Yeah.
There's
very,
no agenda.
Yeah, from an outsider point of view as well. I mean, not that it matters. You know, I could support Man United and still say the same thing, but he's just, when you're comparing him to someone like a Ziyech or, even a Grealish, they take their time with the ball. They'll look up, they'll look around, and they'll see what's going on. He doesn't really do that, man. He likes to fizz it into you no matter where you are to him on the pitch. Like he's going to blast it into you, and it's up to you to then control it or run after it. So for me, that's where he falls down for me in terms of people calling him an elite player. Because like you say, goals and assists are great. I mean, we had Ian Hart at left back. He used to take all our free kicks and penalties. That don't make him the best left back ever. It just means he's an efficient set piece taker. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that obviously, because I think it's because of where you are. It's a lot like with Arsenal and their situation, because the clubs have fallen so much and so far, you've got to hang on to the little pieces of what perceived talent and stuff that you've got. So when Bruno's doing all this stuff for you, it's going to look better than somebody that isn't doing it for you at all. But if he's getting the duties from Rashford, the penalty duties, if he's taking the free kicks over everybody else, it's going to look better.
Bruv, these men were talking about best foreign import and stuff like that, bruv. Like Eric Cantona, that we got from you, man, won us 4 out of 5 Premier League titles. Yeah. 4 out of 5. Bruno hasn't won us any silverware, and these men are sucking him off already. You see what it is? And again, their love for Bruno, comes from their hatred for Pogba. I say it all the time. These men are using Bruno as the stick to beat Pogba with. Bruno ain't won us nothing yet. Why are you getting excited for? Man are saying best foreign import. Bruv, man had Zlatan, man had Van Persie. All of these men won us trophies. All of them. And you're getting gassed over a brother that's come in banging in bare set pieces and ain't won us nothing yet. Do you know what I'm saying? It stinks, bro. Do you know what I mean? So again, they could take that clip out of context, but really it's not out of context, bro. The question was, I know a special player when I see one. You can be good and not be special. He's not special, bro. There's nothing special about Bruno. He's very efficient on paper, bro. Do you know what I mean? On the spreadsheet, Excel footballer, bro. But when you actually watch him with your eyes, giving the ball away 35 times, but because he got 2 assists, it's okay. That's not elite. Yeah. Can't dribble. Barely scores from open play. These are not elite things, bro.
Yeah, the can't dribble thing's a big thing for you, as we know. But it's
massive for me. Massive for me. But if you're a creative player, and you can't carry the ball, you're not in the conversation, bruv, with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? Because the real creative ballers, when you look at the players like the Raquel Mays, like, do you know what I mean? The Iniestas, man are saying, he's an 8, not a 10. Cool. Andreas Iniesta then, bro. Man could dribble, blood. In a phone box, you can't get the ball off Iniesta.
Yeah.
You know the one. These are proper number 8s, you know. Like, even when you look at the Snyders, the Decos, all these guys, yeah, that you're meant to compare to him, you can't receive the ball, dribble like any of these, man.
Yeah.
You don't have the weight of pass or the vision of any of these, man. He works hard, he presses well, wins the ball back. He's very aggressive and he's very passionate.
Yeah.
But all the intricate sides of the game, he don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I compare him to Donny. I don't even compare him to Pogba.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And Donny van de Beek is more efficient than him in every single way.
Donny's he's a more technical player. He's a more technical player.
If Donny took corners and penalties, yeah, he would get Bruno numbers if he was given the freedom that Bruno gets. You probably get more because he'll score more from open play. Now you can't bank on United getting 19 penalties. Like, he's franking his stars.
No, I did though. When I put in my fantasy team in the first league, I thought you'd get another 16, but it didn't work out like that. But now I know what you're saying in terms of Fernandes is input, but his output, I should say, for the team. But there's nothing wrong with. I just, as I said to you before, I don't know what the problem is with you guys and pitting your own players against each other. I mean, I support Leeds and we have a very passionate fan base also, but we won't be comparing our own players against each other. It's mad to even think about that.
Bro, you know what it is? It's stupid, isn't it? But you know what? Our fan base is stupid. And you know what it is as well, yeah? People on Twitter, yeah? It's like they just want to get likes and retweets. A lot of these accounts, yeah, if they don't talk about me, they don't get no traction. That's just how it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On Friday, was it Friday? Or was it Saturday? No, I think on Saturday, I tweeted something Saturday night. Come back. It's got like 1.2K retweets. And I was just messing around, having fun. Nothing to do with football. Them man's accounts don't do that. The only time these men are getting 1,000 retweets is when they're clipping me up, or they're clipping someone else up, or they're clipping up Lee Gunner, or they're clipping up Turkish or someone else. Because these men just want to get likes and retweets and have conversations online because they got no friends in real life. That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. In real life, they ain't got no friends, bro. You know what I mean? Like the football Twitter community, all these men, you know what I'm saying? Like Saucy Saka, yeah? You know what I mean? You know them. Man there. Trust me, bruv. Saucy Saka, bruv. Magical Martial and all them man there, yeah? Just all together, just running agendas on people. And in real life, yeah, their mum's buying their flipping underpants.
Oh, man.
No, that's just what it is.
It's funny you mentioning names like that because we got one in our fan base. We got one in our fan base for Mateus Click called Clickbait, and it just reminds me of that.
Guys, yeah, all of these guys are I genuinely don't care about all of these guys, bro. You know what I mean? Because the most engagement all these guys get is when they talk about us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, legit don't care. Like, I can get tweets to slap on its own. I've got man stealing my shit on Sky Sports and all these other things. Do you think I care about you with your 100 followers, yeah, and your AVI of Saka, bro? You know them, man. Or man's got a Bruno AVI, bro. Like, allow it, bro. Like, I can't really, bro. I can't take these man serious. I don't care who you are. And if you're another YouTuber as well, yeah, and you have to talk about other YouTubers, yeah, to get clicks, you're a loser, bro. Because I tell all of my mods here, yeah, if any man talks about any other YouTubers or any other channels, yeah, here, you're getting blocked. Because we don't talk about other people here.
Yeah.
We don't need to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I get my own views. I don't need to talk about them.
Yeah, let other people do that, man. There's enough of that going around anyway, so just let other people get on with that stuff. If they're clipping you up, if you're clipping you up though, it shows that you're doing something right. It shows that you're a respected figure too, because it happened to Don Robbie, you know, with the ZH and William thing. I mean, that's been going around for a whole week.
If you didn't know who I was, you couldn't clip me up, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it is, bro. These men clip me up, yeah, because they know that they're gonna get retweets if they post me. Because there was that other guy, yeah, that supported United, that pundit brother. Man, I don't need to say his name. I don't even think he's on Twitter no more. You know the one, because he used to try and pick fights with everyone, this, that, and the other. We ignored him and he's gone away now. You know them ones there, because that's what happens. Bare flash in the pan, man, on Twitter. Flash in the pan, bro. 4.5 years, I'm still here. So you can clip me up all you want, bruv. Man are gonna chat rubbish on Twitter. I'm still getting paid. What's your problem? Like, what is it? I'm still making more money than your mum and your dad. You know them ones. You see them man there, them little kids that want to try it, bro. I told you, I'll be buying school uniform out here for these youths, fam. New school shoes, fam. Back to school, Rants sale, blood. I'm buying bare shoes for these kids. This is what it is, bro. Like, I've got time for it.
So what we saying in the chat, guys?
I swear, no. I'm buying school shoes, blood. You know what I'm saying? For Saucy Saka and Magical Martial fan. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, Ransom's got your school shoes, B. I got them. Back to school drive. Trust me, I got time for these guys, bro. No, I love it, man. Man can clip it up all they want. Clip. It don't matter. Man's still here. So, yeah, bruv, man's loving it, G. I'm loving it. Do you know what I mean? So let them continue to talk, bruv.
Yeah, man. You just have to keep it moving, man. That's all you can do. What you gonna do? Like, at everybody back who said something about it. That's a long day.
Nah, bruv. So, who cares, man? Do you know what I mean? If people ain't talking about you, you ain't doing nothing. You know the ones. Look at Rashford. Rashford's out here feeding the same people that hate him. He's feeding their kids, you know. The same people that hate him. He's feeding their kids. And guess what? Them man are still trying to bring him down. So why do I care? I'm not trying to feed these man's kids. I'll feed my own. I don't have any yet, but when I get them,
I'm glad you added. I'm glad you added that at the end, because that's going to get completely taken out of context now.
You know the ones I ain't got no kids.
They're gonna.
That's what I mean. I ain't got no kids yet, but you know what? You know what I'm saying? When they come, trust me, they'll be well looked after. It's calm. You know, like that. So hold fire. Man don't really care. Man don't really care. It's not that deep. Now I'm saying, and hold tight, you Scousers as well. What going for Liverpool, bruv? Like, you man are just, every time you look at a player, them man are dropping down, fam.
Yeah, man. I was going to mention that. I've completely forgot, but you just took me completely off track there. But yeah, man, Robertson's out next. I don't know if it's a long-term thing, whether he's just resting up, ready for the weekend or whatever. But apparently he's got a little hamstring tear. No, not tear. Sorry, I don't want to put that out there. He's got a little hamstring issue. So that would mean Liverpool's back line is completely gone. All of it.
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it? Hey, Liverpool are falling apart, but they're dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies, man. And it's like, I can't even lie. It's funny, bro.
But you know why it's funny? Because seriously, apart from their squad players like Ox and all these guys, they weren't getting any major injuries. They're just getting them all in a row right now. It's all coming in one cluster. But they weren't getting Mane or Salah out for a long time. They weren't getting these. It was always Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's always injured anyway. You know, it's always them. It's always them guys. You know, who cares? Yeah, it's always happening to them. So where do you put Liverpool now in terms of going for the league? Because it's interesting, man. It's very interesting. Because Salah's going to be out of this game as well.
I said it though. I said if Pep don't win this league, he's a fraud, innit? Let's be real. Like, if he don't win this league, he should retire from football, period, as a manager, because this is the easiest chance he's ever had to win a league, apart from when he was managing Barcelona and he had no competition, or when he was managing Bayern Munich and he had no competition. All right, fair enough. So this probably isn't his easiest. His easiest would have been managing Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? However, this is up there, isn't it? This is up there.
It is, but I know I've said it as an outsider, but you got to look at time a little bit closer and just see the mucky 1-0 wins that they've been getting, these close ones. Those are what win your leagues. Those are results that win your league, not flashy 5-0s, because they don't happen that often. But they got that late winner. I think it was against West Brom the other week. That's what you do, and I think that, and I do think that Jose's got it in him to just like shithouse himself for one more title throw it back in people's like your faces that said he was finished. He'll love it. He's got an Instagram account now, just showing everyone that he loves it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Jose's got it in him to do it if Tottenham can keep those key players fit.
I think Chelsea are more likely to win it than them. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Chelsea's a good shout. Yeah, Chelsea's a good shout. But
And I just wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see Lampard win it because of the nonsense that we would get. But also, that would just prove, that if you throw money at someone, they could win a league as well because he ain't that good a manager.
Well, this is it with Lampard. You know, people know I'm not his biggest fan, but more for his personality than anything. I don't like his entitled personality. But if he did win a league, he'd be following more in the Jose vein of I've spent money in order to secure what I need. Because you know, he's not really coaching anybody, to my knowledge, that he's improved. But he spent well. You know, getting Mendy in for Kepa, that's a slam dunk all day long. You know what I mean? He's you know,
he showed that he's ruthless now.
Yeah, no, but he's always done that. In all fairness, he was doing it at Derby too. He's freezing out players like Bradley Johnson and just saying, "Look, I got nothing for you. I'm playing somebody else." And that is one thing I do respect about Lampard. If it's not working, he'll chop you out. Well, unless you're Mason Mount, but we know that. But but no, he's got that ruthlessness in him, and that's the one thing I do like about him in terms of how he manages his players. Chelsea have got a good chance, but like Tottenham, they've had a quite kind fixture list so far. They've got a few tricky ones coming up, so we'll see how they get on with those. Newcastle,
it'll be
tricky.
very
I'm talking about after. Yeah,
it'll be very interesting. But you know what it is with Liverpool, because Liverpool are a team that relies more on the system than the players. I think as long as they don't have any big games, I think they can keep getting away with it, bro. Like for a little while, I honestly do. I think if outside of the top 6 teams, I think that Liverpool don't need to be at full strength to win games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that they've got the thing locked down. I think they've got the thing patterned. Like, for instance, if Salah's not there, cool, just play Jota. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, in terms of that, but Robertson, I think, is a big miss for them because although he's great in the Liverpool system, he was good at Hull before as well. Again, he was another one I saw when Liverpool signed him. I thought that's a really good signing for Liverpool because he's really, really good. He stood out in the whole team. And I think he's a big miss if you replace him with, I think, is it Nico Williams there? Fullback, I don't know. But, you know, you're going to get dips there. But up front, Salah, Mane, Jota, you're not arguing with that. And as long as they keep those 3 fit, I know Salah's going to miss the next game due to Corona. Also, like Spurs, Matt Doherty is going to be out for, Doherty is going to be out for Tottenham because he's contracted Corona.
He's trash anyway. He can't even guarantee a start, blood. He might have been doing them a favour. No, them ones there, bruv. The skin fade Alan Hutton, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He's dead, fam.
Now, you know what? He isn't that bad. I don't know whether he's just settling to Tottenham, but he was really good for Wolves. So maybe as the time go on, no, he's not whack, man. No.
Wank, bruv. All right, listen, man spoke to a Wolves fan and they were like, yo, before the manager came in at Wolves, he was just like a championship level baller, bruv.
The thing is, it all depends on who you're talking to because
the system, he played as a wing back as well.
I don't trust people when players leave their clubs because all of a sudden when the player leaves the club, oh, you know what? He wasn't that good anyway. We won't miss him.
But when you're playing in a wing back in a 5, then you go into playing a 4. It's a different system.
Yeah, of course.
And also when you're playing for Wolves, when you've got a proper coach as well like that, was just having you doing it. It's just like your manager. Your manager's making these championship man look like worldies, blood. Put them in a normal team, they look shit. Let's be real, bro. No, I'm saying he's polishing bare turds in Yorkshire, fam. Make no mistake about it. That's what's going on, fam.
You can't be talking about Patrick Bamford.
Bro, I'm just saying that there's bare man, that like he's making look better than they are, really.
Yeah, and that is true, and I've said that to you myself. There's players in the team that shouldn't really be there now. We should have, in the next couple of years, looking to move them on and get in the next class of player. But at the moment, that's what we've got, and that's what we've got to work with at the moment. But you're right, he turned a mid-table championship team into some winning mentality, silky football team. So we can't complain. Can't complain at all.
Absolutely. And you see the chat on the screen, it says, do you agree that technical ability is not all that makes you a good footballer, just like pace? Of course, technical ability is not the only thing that makes you a good footballer, but I don't think you can be a top player without it. You know what I mean? I just don't think you can. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't be a top player. You can be a good player, but you can't be a top player. Do you know what I mean? That technical ability, yeah, that's your fundamentals of football. You know them ones. If your first touch is a fundamental thing in football. First touch gives you more time on the ball than someone that doesn't have a good first touch. You know them ones. Like everything's built off the first touch, bro. Because you spend most of the game of football without the ball. So how you receive the ball is important because you're not going to get many touches of that ball in a game. You see what I'm saying? So you can be a top footballer without pace. For me, you can't be a top footballer without technical ability of a decent level. You can't.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You cannot.
Yeah, footballers without pace. I mean, Matt Letizia comes to mind straight away when it's that. I know he was a big fish in a small pond and he liked it that way, but you weren't getting the ball off Matt Letizia, and also, go on, show Lord Grealish,
propaganda, man. Bro.
Yeah,
Matt Letizia was different, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he was never the quickest, and he'd say that to you himself as well. He's literally strolling around the pitch when he was playing. But that's what I'm saying. The fast players, it all depends on what you do with it. Like, you've got Dan James, you've got Saint Maximin at the minute. With coaching, yes, maybe these players can improve. But at the moment, they're just quick players, and there's no good in that if there's no end product.
Yeah, you said what about Kante, bruv? Honestly, I think Kante technically he stinks, innit? The only thing that makes Kante decent, is his energy. But even then, for me, his role in the team, in a specific system, Kante looks world class in only certain systems. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you lot saw it when Bielsa came. Not Bielsa, bro. I got Bielsa in my head. When the Napoli coach, what's his name?
Sarri.
Sarri. When Sarri came in and wanted to play a more technical game of football, bruv, Kante looked like, bruv, he just looked like some year 7, bruv, just on the pitch. You know what I'm saying, bruv? You know them, man. If you're a good technical player, you can play in any system of football, bro. Like, even if you're not at your best, you can play anywhere. You see, when you don't have basic ball control and ball manipulation, Kante, bruv, he looks so crap in that Sarri system, bro. Man, we're arguing if what's his best position, bro. He was still playing in midfield, bruv. It's not even. He told him to play further forward, and he looked rubbish because you don't have feet.
Yeah,
you know, man. So like, he's a water carrier, bruv.
Yeah, with those though, in terms of players that prefer playing back than forward, I get that though, because if you're not a creative player going forward, why are you being played further forward?
Yeah, but even if you're not creative, still control the ball and just pass it to your teammates, blood.
Yeah.
You know, and he can't even do that.
And that's what a coach like Bielsa teach you, because if you look at our players, they've all worked on their first touch. It's important for us how we keep the ball in play and everything. So yeah, there is that, but it's all about who is your coach. If you've got Steve Bruce as your coach, you're not going to get that kind of coaching. So you've got to work with what you've got.
And this is why at the beginning, when we got Fred and I said, yo, Fred can be our Kante, and everyone was like, oh, you're comparing Fred to Kante. I'm like, I am. Because they both run a lot. They're both combative players that engage people, press people, win the ball. They're similar height, similar stature, but the difference is Fred's 10 times better on the ball than him.
Fred's that small?
Fred's like 5'7" max. He's little.
Right.
And he's nippy. He's mager, bruv. And he just runs around winning the ball. And he's way better than Kante on the ball. Can pass with both feet, dribble a little bit. You know them ones there, bro.
Yeah, but in terms of Kante, though, I don't want to diminish his first couple of years, like for Leicester and Chelsea, because, you know, he was looking in a different league in terms of that role of winning the ball back and laying it up to players and getting the team playing. He was really good at that, but I just think over the last couple of years, injuries have caught up with him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he hasn't.
But decision making on the ball is not good. So players like Kante, they need a lot of space to operate in. You know them ones. That's why they like to play. You see that holding midfield, you get quite a lot of space because strikers are lazy. Strikers don't really want to press you. You know them ones. They don't really want to. I know that because I played there. I don't want to be running down no midfielders. So if you play in that number 6, a lot of the time you have so much time on the ball that you might take too much time because you got no one on you. You know what I'm saying? So you can afford to win the ball and just pass it simple. But you see, when you play higher up the pitch in midfield, you got a man around you, and now you got to think quickly. You've got to be able to drop the shoulder, turn a man, and Kante can't do that. So he looks higher up the pitch because he don't do well with players around him. Do you see what he needs to operate in lots of space? And that is the difference. Like, you can have technical ability, but also a good first touch and ball manipulation means that when you don't have a lot of time on the ball, you can still find your way out of little tight positions, bro. That's what separates the good players from the great players, bro, is what they do when they've got no time and no space, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all the stuff you see online that people eulogize over, like even the little flick that Grealish done over my man's head. Because again, he didn't have no space. The ball's come at him. He's got a player here, and he's just flicked it, lifted it over his head. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? A less talented player probably tries to turn, run straight into the man and loses it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? What we praise the top players for, is what they do when they don't have space and don't have time on the ball. Anyone can ping a 60-yard ball, Any Premier League player, including the centre-backs, can ping a 60-yard ball if there's no one on them. Don't get gassed over that.
Yeah, but that's why that holding midfield role is still called the Makalele role, because no one else has been able to do it as good as him. Yeah, there's been great players that have done it, but he was just the whole complete thing. He could do the run around, but his first touch, everything about him was immaculate in that position. Difference maker. When you've got
the difference is also the reason why that role became even more important was because when he left Real Madrid, they stopped winning things. You know them ones, because they thought, oh, he's not the sexy name in it. We can get rid of him because he's not the Galactico. And then as soon as he left, the man just kept getting pammed.
Yeah,
that's what made it glorious.
Yeah, it's an important position, man. Definitely.
I mean, if you got a man like Thiago in there, because Thiago's technically 10 out of 10 technically, and then on top of that, he can play in tight spaces. So when you give Thiago space, he does like what he done on his debut and just breaks records for just getting on the ball and just playing with people, bro.
Yeah, but at the minute though, Thiago's having that problem he had earlier on where he just doesn't seem to be available at the minute. You know what I mean? He hasn't been available a lot, and for me, again, availability is a big attribute for me.
Because what did we say though? What did we say when he went to Liverpool? I said, you see the way that Klopp wants man to play, and the pressing and all that. He can't play that. He could just about stay fit in a normal thing.
Yeah, he had coronavirus as well. So we're discounting that. But apart from that, you know, we've hardly seen him. I don't remember the last time he played properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mo's the one. Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that, absolutely. But depending on how good you are technically, you've got more means to do different things. The reason why James Milner, can play pretty much every position on the pitch is because he's technically good.
Yeah.
When players are technically good, they can play anywhere. Look at Saka at Arsenal. The reason why Saka can play left back, centre mid, left wing, is because he's technical.
Yeah.
That's why he's a good athlete and he's technical. If he wasn't technical, he couldn't play in the middle. Man. Absolutely. When you're technical and you're a good athlete, I swear to God, you can play anywhere. Anywhere. James Milner, left back, right back. He could probably play centre back now. He's a bit older. Defensive mid, centre mid, right wing, left wing, striker. He's done it all, mate. Because he's technical.
We've got a player like that now. He's not on the James Milner level, not even close, not even comparing. But he plays for us left back, right back, left midfield. Oh no. Nah, man. You see what happens. Recency bias kills people, you know. Recency bias, because I bet you everyone like that was saying, "I wish we had a Kante in our team about 3 years ago."
I would, I like Kante. I wouldn't take Kante now because we've got Fred. You know,
we've got Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips now. I wouldn't swap him for Kante at this stage now. No way.
Yeah, but that's funny though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a defensive
highly
player.
Disrespectful. Highly
that's
disrespectful.
Hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But man say, Kante, right, he's a defensive player and that's cool, but technical ability means you could play anywhere. You know them ones. Like Thiago can play in the 6, the 8, and the 10. You know why? Because he's teched off. It's got nothing to do with his defensive, bruv. He's so good technically, man can play anywhere in that midfield. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. Technical ability is the difference between good players and great players. Zidane never had no pace. But what you couldn't do, man, nothing.
Yeah, but saying that with Zidane, you wouldn't put him in defensive midfield. No
You wouldn't.
chance.
But
No,
if you
no.
played Zidane as a 6, he could still do it though.
Yeah, he could do that, but not a defensive midfielder. And I think that's the point that people and myself are trying to make about Kante. If you got someone like Kante, why would you say, yeah, play further up the pitch? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
He can't pass. And my man said, I've got Jorginho. I need a 6 that's going to drop in, yeah? And even with my team, yeah? Like, I play a number 6 that drops in, yeah? Picks up the ball off the centre-backs, and he's the one who he dictates everything for me, like my quarterback. And that's what Jorginho does for Chelsea. So Kante couldn't play the deepest because he can't pass. Again, because he's not technical enough. So
when that opposite team is coming at your guy that you put in the number 6, are you confident about him in his tackling ability and tracking?
Yeah. And also, bruv, he's tackled, bruv, he's a good pass, very good passer with the ball. Do you know what I mean? He's 6 foot, so he's good in the air. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's a good tackler as well. But ultimately, centre-backs ain't good on the ball like that. They think they are, but they're not in it. Let's be real. You know them, when centre-backs think they can pass and break lines, but they can't. You know what I mean? Daley Blind can break lines because he's a midfielder that plays at the back.
Yeah.
You know them ones, but he's not a centre-back though. He can play there, innit? But normal centre-backs that grew up defending their whole life, them man, they can't break lines, bro. They don't see past the halfway line when they're on the ball. Like, they don't know about breaking lines. So because of that,
you mentioned you mentioned Blind there. The other centre back that was a defensive midfielder that comes to mind is the Mexican. Is it Marquez? Remember, he used to play for Barcelona.
Yeah, Rafa Marquez.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. So because of that, you need someone that can pass, innit? And that's what it is. And what it does is as well, it messes the other team up. Because if your number 6 drops, and gets on the ball, and receives it on the half turn, and your team decide, I'm not going to press him, you just carry it up the pitch. And if you do press him, you can just give it and go, and he's out of position, and then you're nice, bro. Do you know what I mean? Football is just chess, bro. It's just about me moving their pieces out of the way so you can get through to the other side. That's all it is, bro. And when you've got a number 6 that jumps on, Jorginho does it brilliantly, in the right system. Do you know what I mean? He drops in, receives the ball, and he'll play triangles with the centre-backs. Then he might pop it out, and then he's dropped off, he receives it, half turn in the midfield, and then he's going this way, bruv. And everything's going to and from him. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to press Jorginho, the only way to stop him is if you get your attacking midfielder to man-mark him.
Yeah.
It's the only way. And if you do that, your centre-back can just step out. It's fine. Do you know what I'm saying?
It depends who you got centre-back.
It depends on who you got at centre-half. But hopefully, if you got a centre-back, you'll have one that can play and one that sweeps, hopefully, innit? You know what I'm saying? But if you got a centre-back that can step out, if you follow him, he steps out, he's in acres. It's no problem. Do you know what I mean? Kante can't do that role because he can't receive the ball on the half turn and play because he can't play. Do you know what I mean? He's a water carrier. Like, with all due respect to him, he's an elite water carrier. He wins the ball and plays the simple pass. You don't have a range of passing, nothing about him, innit? So it's one of them, bruv. If Kante never had energy, what would he be? Like, let's be real, nothing. He's just a runner. He's literally Mo Farah. You know them ones there, bruv. I swear down. That's what it is. And I mean that with the most respect. I mean, Kante's the best in the world, like at what he was the best in the world at what he did.
He was.
But what I'm saying is to people, what he did wasn't that difficult. I'm gonna be real, but
it wasn't difficult, but it's a role that if you can do it as efficienderly as he did,
you look amazing.
He helped Leicester win a title.
Remember how good Schneiderlin looked at Southampton doing the same job.
Yeah.
Because of the system.
Yeah, but he wasn't as energetic as Kante.
He wasn't, but Morgan Schneiderlin was one of the best midfielders in the Premier League statistically, at Southampton. Then Man United brought him. You see what I'm saying? And now his career's fizzled out. So sometimes man have to just look at the system and just be like, you know what, it worked, bruv. Man won a flipping championship with drink water next to him, bro. That's still I can't believe it. Yeah. You have to respect systems when you see that. Drinkwater and Kante don't win a league. That in my head, that don't make sense.
Yeah. But again, that's what we're saying about Kante. You know, he helped Chelsea regain a league as well when he went there. So he did it. He did his thing for what he was needed to do. But I think injuries have just caught up with the guy. Hey, have you been looking at Arsenal lately with the Arteta thing, where some are in, some are out? Like, and as the days tick on without a game, it seems to be getting worse for
What's
the
happened?
one. You know, like Arteta, there's a really split fan base and give him time or now get him out now. And there doesn't seem to be any in between. And I think the Villa loss is really marinated on their heads. I think the Villa loss is really just like messed with their head in terms of, nah, he's no good, get him out. And they got
I'm loving it.
trust it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want the Arteta thing to overshadow the fact that we need to get rid of our manager. You know them ones. Let that be the priority, please. No, I'm not trying to hear this. Arteta's taking Ollie's shine. I don't like it.
He's got Ollie's shine. Ollie's good. He's good until at least Christmas.
Nah, brother.
When we play you in December, Ollie will be there. It's going to be Ollie versus Bielsa. I guarantee it.
Maybe.
Yes,
And this is a very good comment. This is it. Kante thrives in teams that don't have the football because all he offers is covering grass. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But in a team that keeps the ball, Pep don't want a player like that. You're spot on. You're spot on. He's not good on the ball.
Yeah, there's players that suit count. It would just be like Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy would still get goals, but he needs to be in a counter-attacking system in order to be fully effective, so we can run off the shoulder and get behind. If he's in a possession-based team like Man City, I don't know what Jamie Vardy would actually look like.
And also, if he's playing for a team, where he's coming up against low blocks every week because he's playing for a top club and teams don't want to give him space in behind, then again, it will be interesting to see what kind of goals he scores. He'll definitely score less. He'll still score goals anyway.
No, he still scored,
He'll still score goals anyway, but he definitely score less.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what it that's what it is. Football. Sometimes it is styles, isn't it?
Of course it is. Yeah, not everyone can adapt to the same thing. Not everyone is capable of being that adaptable. It's just the way football is. You have to accept that as well. That's why it works out for players at some clubs. And others, it just doesn't. Just like Varane at, say, Man United.
Yeah.
No one can tell me Varane was a crap player, but
Varane was a top player, but the system didn't suit him. And also the fact that we had to play through Keane or Scholes didn't suit him either, because you have to play through him.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And that's spot on, man. But yo, big up everyone here. Make sure you smash the likes, guys. The mods have been getting on to you. We should have at least 1,000 likes on this vid. Do you know what I mean? We still got 1.3 in here. Big up everyone watching on Twitch. Big up everyone watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow the Twitch. Make sure you follow the Twitch, or you're going to miss out on loads of streams. You know what I mean? I'm going to be streaming from both of these. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be on here. Sometimes I'll be on Twitch. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm on here, I'll be streaming to Twitch anyway, because I've got like a certain number of hours I need to stream on there to get my Twitch partnership. You know what I'm saying? And once I get my Twitch partnership, I'm coming for all them man there that own 100 bags and that. I want that. You know, like that. So yeah, make sure you follow the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be streaming these shows on there, and I'm going to be doing my my career mode on there as well. Make sure you follow Kagey as well. I'll soon have that in the title. It's at Kagey POV. So make sure you subscribe to man. Do you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, once obviously the Premier League season starts back up, then there'll be more content on your channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How often are you uploading any of it?
Well, it started off as match reactions, but I didn't do one for the who did we play last? Palace, and people thought that I'm actually just avoiding the 4-1, but I already did one for the Leicester 4-1. That's got nothing to do with it.
You have to do it, bro.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's not I'm running. I just didn't get around to it. I was gonna do like a quarter season review at this point. I've just got to do it at some point this week, I think, and get something uploaded. But
I'm gonna try. You just got to get into the routine, my guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, you know, make sure you go over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm back with Dapo tonight at 10 o'clock, boy. Fully recovered from COVID and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, no, I mean, I'll catch you lot on Twitch. Catch you lot on here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you smash that like button. Let's get them up. Let me double check these man haven't demonetized me, bruv. because they've been moving mad. Nah, it's still green. It's still green today, guys. I think they've been hearing my threats, blood. But make sure you, man, go and oh, bruv. This guy keeps doing it, bruv. But yeah,
So-
you lot, make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow the Twitch. Do you know what I mean? Because there's going to be a lot of bants going on over the Twitch, bruv. Obviously, man's going to win the title with United in career mode as well. And you can still watch these shows here. And I need to get an average. I need an average of like over 100 people watching for like 12 days in a row or something like that to get my partnership. And then I get the proper revenue share. And then you get me. Man can get my Tesla, boy, by the end of the season. You know, like that, guys. Woo! And then all them punks on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? Saucy Saka, bruv. He can clip that up. You know, like that. You can clip that up, baby. Know what I'm saying? You're going to see me with the doors up, fam. With the doors up on the Tesla, bruv. Know what I'm saying? Boy, big up you lot. You already know. I'll buy him some kickers as well for going back to school. Right, shout out everyone in here, though. You already know, Tig. Make sure you smash the like. We're back. Do you know what I'm saying? 10 o'clock sharp. Make sure you wish Dapo a happy recovery and that from the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Now he's talking about all that Nigerian food couldn't save him, bruv. Mad things. Make sure you give him hell as well. You get me? So, man, I'm going to see you lot 10 o'clock sharp. You lot know.